Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSU81 and today I hope you can tell that I'm very excited to be doing a review for these two SH Figuarts, the Deadpool and Wolverine. First of all, I'm very excited because, well, as you guys know, these two somehow I'm kind of waiting for them. And the second thing is, I think this is the first time that it actually comes close in terms of the comparisons with the Marvel Legends. Can you believe it? In the previous time when we talk about Marvel Legends and SH Figuarts, we all have the judgment that the SH Figuarts will be much better than the Marvel Legends. But times have changed this time around. I think it's a very stiff competition, especially for this Wolverine. Okay, let's put those aside. We'll check out the box first. So this is very nice box. You can see, I think these are the real human that they capture from the movie, or maybe just a 3D art, but it looks very good. Just love their very nice pose. And from here there are some wordings. I'm not sure if you can read it. For Wolverine, you can actually read it because it's in yellow. Yep, so it basically talks about what is SH figure, is a standard action figure, blah blah blah.
Say it again.
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't say blah blah blah.
And the one from the Deadpool, I believe it's the same thing, but because it's in red, even myself is having a hard time reading it. Besides buying this Deadpool, my next interest for getting him is because of this head pull. Yeah, I kind of want him. It's quite a fun character.
Weak little puppy.
And I do hope that it's movable, at least for the jaw. I hope you can open the jaw. And the helicopter thing, I hope that it's not just a statue. And at this side of the box is looking pretty cool with both the wording there. I mean, if you don't intend to open, you just put it like this in your collection. I think it looks pretty good. Next, we do have a very nice poses of Deadpool as well as Wolverine. And the back is, as always, my favorite part of the box. You can see all the cool poses. For this Wolverine is pretty plain, but for this Deadpool, oh my god, look at the amount of accessory that it comes with. They don't even show for the Wolverine, which means that this Wolverine is going to be quite lacking when it comes to the accessories. Okay, so let's get them out. Okay, so this is Deadpool and Wolverine right out of the box. Oh my god, they do looks beautiful. Let's first take a look at Deadpool. I'm loving the red here. Yes, it's very nice. It's looking very much closer to the comic kind of red. Yep, and of course they do have the plastic. Same goes for the Wolverine. Okay, I'll just remove him first.
3 days later.
With the plastic gone, let's take a look at the suit. Oh my goodness, you can see the amount of details that they put into the suit. This is something that I have already expected from the SH Figuarts. They are paying very much attention to details. Yes, and the crease here just makes it look like a real suit. This is well done. Yes, wow, very nice. The belt here is not a separate piece. It's actually linked to the body. You can't really move that. And there's a hole for the katana holder there. Yes, and nice. I just once again love the red here. And the head is very Deadpool. Yep, I believe this should be the same exact mold that we have gotten from the Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2. I do have both of them. I'll do a quick comparisons later. I believe it's the same mold after all. And you can see there are also holes here for the guns holder that comes with the accessory. This guy is coming with lots of accessory, which we will go through later. As for Wolverine, this is somewhat new thing because SH Figuarts have never released any Wolverine before, so this is a new mold altogether. Just love once again the details. Wow, just look at all the details that they have engraved into the suit. This is really well done, and it's also paying much attention to all the designs that they have. It's like a tiger stripe. Yeah, I believe this should be the same one as what we have seen in the movie, because Bandai, once again, I don't think they will actually miss out any details. I do believe they do have all the pictures from the movie that they can refer to, and the boot does looks pretty good. Wow, you can see there are some glossiness to it as well. The belt is there, an X there. Yep, there's an X on the belt. Very X-Men. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, the body is nice, but let's go to the head. Oh my goodness, who the hell is this? Oh, and besides the weird looking head, do you feel that the head is very small as compared to the body? It doesn't look like there's a human head inside the mask. Oh my goodness, the head is actually pretty small. I mean, I think just a bit bigger will be more balanced, and this portion here is very sharp and it's hard. So be very careful not to poke your hand, and also be very careful not to drop him onto the floor, because you might just break this part. Yeah, because it's not soft plastic, it's actually hard. And oh my goodness, I do love the mustache that they added to it. It adds on to the rugged look of Wolverine, but I can't really see hue on this mask head, or even under the mask. I really can't feel that there's a hue likeness there. Oh my goodness, it just looks like a stunt double there. Okay, so let's move on to the articulation. I'll start with Deadpool. So he can look to the right, looks to the left. Somehow mine does have the neck moving together, but it's a separate neck. You can actually move it without moving the neck. And also you can look up pretty much very good. Looking down is even better. So like I said, you have a separate neck, so it's very flexible. For the arm, you can go 360 degrees. Of course, there's butterfly joints that allows a very huge movement there. And his arm can go slightly less than 90 degrees because of this shoulder pad. And he does have a cut here, so he does have the bicep shrivels as well, and the double joint elbow, which looks pretty good. And I just love the go on his hand. Yeah, so you can go up and down, turning, of course, because you can interchange the hands. So 2 points of articulation like always, so you can move his torso. Yep, very nice. And also the waist, you can turn it, but as always mine seems to be stuck. I think it's rather tight here, but you can actually shivels around. So let's see how I can bend forward, which is pretty good. And bend. Oh, okay.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't feel my legs! I can't feel. Oh no, they're right here.
Yep, so this is you can actually move it around. So let's pop it back in. Sorry about that. Okay, so all done. Bending backwards is also pretty good there. Okay, and then for his leg, this is something like the Dragon Ball design, like a tongue design. So there's no pull down mechanism. You can see there's a cut, so there's a leg shivels, and of course his leg can kick forward. Wow, more than 90 degrees, and kicking backwards should be on slightly less than 90 degrees there. Okay, so for his leg, there's a double joint knee, which is pretty good, and this pad actually move along. Okay, and for his leg, you can actually turn it around, going up and down, and of course there are toe hinges there. And I believe you saw something is missing here is because this knife holder, you can actually remove it and interchange with some other accessory, which I'll show you guys later. So you can pop it back in, not to worry. And let's see how well this Deadpool. Oh, okay, he's not going to do a very good split, because this portion here for the gun holder is actually restricting it. So every time you push his leg upwards, it's actually blocking it. Let's see if you can get it out of the way. Yes, you can, but it's not recommended, because as you can see, it's actually bending it over. So over time it might break, or it might just become like this, going outwards, which looks very ugly. So doing a split for this guy is not recommended, unfortunately. I'm not sure why they need to do it like this long. Yeah, this looks very weird. And next for Wolverine, he can looks to the right, looks to the left, and looking up. wow, pretty good. Looking down is also looking down is not very good actually, just slightly. And he does have a separate neck, same like Deadpool, but it's quite stiff for mine. Okay, and then for his arm, 360 degree, no problem. Going upwards is more than 90 degrees, which is better than Deadpool. And he does have cuts on his shoulder, so you can do a bicep shrivels. And I believe there's a butterfly joint for this guy as well, very big movement. A double joint elbow. Oh, sorry about that. Is that a single joint or double joint? Let's see. I think it is a single joint if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Not good, not good. And then for his hand again, turning it around, going up and down. And of course there is also 2 points of articulations. Yeah, you can actually shivers it around for his waist. Oh, this one can turn easily, unlike my Deadpool. Very nice movement there. And he doesn't have the thong design. This one is somewhat more like an old design, but I think it looks great. So pull down mechanism, nope. So you can see there's a cut, so you can shiver his leg. Kicking forward, I believe is about 90 degrees there. Kicking backwards is not going to happen, just slightly because of his butt cheek. Okay, and then so he does have a double joint knee, I hope. Yes, there's a double joint knee, and this pad actually move along like Deadpool. Can you move his boots here? Nope, but you can move on his leg. Of course, there is a toe hinge. Okay, and I believe for this Wolverine, he can do a pretty good split because there's nothing obstructing the articulations like Deadpool, so you can do a pretty good split. Okay, have I do the bend forward? I believe not. Okay, so let's see. Bending forward is, I think, is slightly not as good as Deadpool. I think Deadpool can bend forward much more, and bending backwards is also just slightly. Yeah, let's try again. Yeah, not that much. Okay, so both of them do have some restrictions. Oh, chins. Oh, okay, so this shoulder pad can move. Okay, sorry about that, I didn't notice. Let me find that back. So as you can see, there's a joint here that connects to this hole in front, so you got to be extremely careful not to break it because it is quite a small joint, as you can see earlier. So yep, you can actually move it along when you do the arms. So this piece is movable, but be very careful when you move the arms because just a very small joint. Okay, yep. So both of them have their own restrictions when it comes to the articulations, but I think it's pretty okay, except for Wolverine. I think his arm is just a single joint elbow. Yeah. And next we'll move on to the accessory. I will start with Wolverine because he comes with lesser accessory. So as you can see, this comes with a pair of relaxed hands that's already on the figure, a pair of closed fist hands, a pair of grabbing hands, a pair of closed fist hand with the claws, and wow, this looks very good and feels very good because it's rather sharp and solid, but yeah, so it's still a bit flimsy, but just be very careful. And this one just looks good. And the last set of hand is also with the claw out, but this time around it's more like a grabbing hands. This feels very weird to me because does he ever have something like a relaxed hand with the claw out? But nevertheless, no complaint here. I'm just happy they give additional hands with the claw out. And the last accessory for Wolverine is just a grinning teeth additional head sculpt, which, oh no, I mean, come on guys, you should at least give us another head with the open mouth or another unmasked head, because you can see that there is another space here for you to put another head. I mean, if you have licensing issue with hue likeness, you can at least give us another head with the open mouth for this portion here. Now as for Deadpool, he just comes with a pair of relaxed hands that's already on the figure, a pair of open palms hands, pair of karate chops hands, a pair of hands for making the love sign, pair of finger pointing hands, pair of thumbs up hands, pair of gun trigger hands, pair of hands with a knife coming out from it, pair of hands for holding on to his katana, and lastly a pair of closed fist hands. He comes with this katana sheet that is supposed to be attached to his back. Of course, you can remove this to make it look like he have removed the katana from this holder. And this is the sets of katana that he comes with. So it's pretty solid for this time. Yeah, and looks good with the shininess of it. Wow. 2 Desert Eagles. A pair of guns holder for the Desert Eagles that you can actually attach to his thigh here. And this comes with this small knives and this holder that you can actually interchange with this one on his leg, which I will show you guys later. And next, of course, you can interchange his expression, especially on his eye. This one is a serious looking eyes. Have another 3 sets of interchangeable eyes. This one is like squinting a little bit. This one is like wide open. And this one is when he is smiling. And it also comes with these tools that you can use to remove the eyes. And lastly, I am disappointed. Oh my goodness. I was saying that this one can be moved, but you can't really move it. And the next thing is the jaw also is not movable. Oh my god, this is bad, but it does looks good, guys. Looks good, but this is basically just a statue. And it also comes with this stands for the head pulls that you're supposed to attach to. I will show you guys how to use it later. Okay, so as you can see, the accessory for Wolverine and Deadpool is such a huge difference. Deadpool comes with 9 sets of hands. Oh my goodness, and so many of any other accessories. And right now I'm going to show you how to put on some of the accessories onto the figure. If you enjoyed the review, do click on the likes button. Thank you. Okay, so for the size comparison, I'd like to start off with some SH Figuarts. I do have this Deadpool 2. And wow, he just seems to be slightly smaller than him. And also this Andrew Garfield from the Amazing Spider-Man. Yes, slightly shorter than this Wolverine. And next we'll move on to some Marvel Legends. I do have this Deadpool. I think it's from one of the Deadpool movie. I forgot it's 1 or 2. And he does have this custom Wolverine claw hands, as well as this Marvel Legends Hugh Wolverine. Wow, he's so tall as compared to him. And next we'll move on to some Mayfax. I do have this bootleg Deadpool, which I believe should be having the same size as the original. And also this Tiger Stripe Wolverine from Mayfax as well. Okay. And lastly, how could I forget to compare with these two from the Marvel Legends? They are basically from the same series. Yes, Deadpool and Wolverine looking pretty good together. Okay, so for my final thoughts, I would think that Deadpool is a good bargain with all the good accessory that it comes with, especially on the head pull, even though it's a statue. and with the good articulation and the good paints of red on his suit, I think he just looks fabulous. As for the Wolverine, well, I think besides the head, the body does looks good as well. I do think that the head is slightly small, and also the claw seems to be very tiny when compared to his overall body. Yeah, I do hope that maybe Accessory Figuarts will make another with the bare arms. So nevertheless, if you did not have the Marvel Legends one, I do think this duo is good to get. But if you already have the Marvel Legends, maybe you can skip this Wolverine, while the Marvel Legends Wolverine is looking slightly better. So I do hope that you enjoyed this double review, and I'll catch you guys again in my next video. I hope you'll watch these videos right now.